It's a Windows issues, improv, no script, no rehearsal, no plan. Bring your Windows computer troubles for the crew to blow smoke or ideas your way. Amp up your problem solving skills with us.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's October 25th, 2024, 9 o'clock a.m. and 31 seconds. Right when I said one, for those who care. Nobody. Okay, go take care of some things that I do at the beginning of the show. Commonly change participant mode so anybody can chat. So if you're new to chat, you can speak. And let's turn on those pictures. Come and have a look. I will check on ad breaks in a little bit here. Did the live commentary. Martin Hogg's got a joke. I have not read it. I saw enough to tell that he's got a joke. And I said, I'm not going to read it. I actually put it into my agenda on this unscripted show. Alice, cool trader. Tim Sal, hydraulic press at his shop. That trader was my grandson destroying some hard drives. I don't recall if I have that link in the description yet. I'll check on that later. Rick Lakes, hello. Martin Hogg. Martin Hogg. Woman in garage workshop arguing with manager saying, look here, it's my car and what I say goes. Mechanic working on her car says, okay, Mrs. Say engine. Arguing with it. It's my car and what I say goes. Mechanic working on her car says, okay, Mrs. Say engine. I think the closest thing that I'm getting so far is that if the woman can say engine and that'll make the engine go, he wants the engine to go, so he's telling her to say engine. Martin, give me an exclamation mark why if that's it. I'm not convinced that that's it at all. Arguing with the manager. Look here, it's my car and what I say goes. Mechanic working on her car says, okay, Mrs. Say engine, so that the engine goes. I haven't heard a response yet from Martin. Don't see it in chat. I'm looking on my other screen. So, I don't know. Maybe he's not watching right now. Hello, Martin. Hello. Is that it? Exclamation mark Y for yes, exclamation mark N for no. Still not here. Rick Lakes, I get it, but I'm not saying anything. So I think Rick Lakes is saying there's some other meaning to it. Maybe I'll come back to that later. Remind me later towards the end of the show to go look at the joke again, because I don't think I'm getting it. Now here I'm going to try the ad break. I'm going to bring up this screen first and see if this is showing. Yeah, it's showing latest there. I'll press the chapter marker for ad break and then press it. And see if Baby Beast, Baby Beast is stuck. Let's see if Baby Beast is getting an ad. No ad. So then I'll come back here and try changing this to the specific video that we're doing right now, and then see if that'll do an ad break. So I press the button. Now, there's an ad. So it's kind of looking like I have to do this specific, although it does say, if eligible, ads are triggered to serve within seconds. It is not guaranteed that all viewers will get an ad, but yesterday and today, the ad did not work until I actually chose the specific video. And I cannot choose that specific video until the stream actually starts. Troubleshooting, this channel is all about troubleshooting. That is a valid thing to be showing. So that was an ad. So now we'll do a new topic. Alice, is there anything to edit PDFs like Adobe, but free? Online PDF, my response, online PDF editors, PDF Gear, PDF Complete, and Acrobat Reader. Now, those are just things for me to respond with. The online PDF editors are free, but they are kind of a nuisance to use because what you do is you upload your PDF file. You drag your PDF file onto their website, and it will convert it to a editable PDF that you can edit it on their website. Probably going to see advertisements while they're doing it. And then you can save it and download it to your computer. So depending upon what you're doing, that might be a valid thing to do. Alice, the thing that I really care about is what exactly do you want to do? And I'm going to define that a little bit better here by talking about some of these others. PDF Gear, I'm not familiar with it, but I just did a Google search for free PDF editors yesterday, and it looks like PDF Gear might be one that is free, but what are the catches to it? I think they have free version and paid versions, but I have not tried it out. But yet now free download, be careful. Free download is not the same thing as free to use forever. Free download, maybe you get a trial period or something like that. Yeah, we'll let you download it for free. Oh, you want to use it? Well, that's a different matter. PDF Complete is a product that I have. I've used a paid version for my clients. I think it was like $25. It might be $25 a year. It might be a $25 purchase. I don't remember for sure. I didn't go back and look at it. It doesn't have quite the versatility of Adobe Acrobat, but it can do some things. But then I wanted to mention Adobe Acrobat Reader because it has some editing capabilities. It depends upon what precisely are you trying to do. Are you trying to fill in the blanks? Are you trying to add annotations to a PDF file? Do you want to block some text out that's there and put some other text over it just very rarely, occasionally? Rare and occasional, that means the online PDF editors might be acceptable. I've had some clients who need to regularly do some major edits to PDF files, and they have just decided to use Adobe Acrobat Professional and pay the fee for it. So it really depends upon what exactly, specifically you're trying to do and how often. And she has a chat message that just showed up that looks like a response to that. Editing a PDF to edit spelling and grammar. How often? If it's rarely that you need to do that, then one of these online editors will be fine because they are free forever. If you need to do it on a regular basis, then those online editors are kind of a nuisance, inconvenient to do. So she's trying to edit a PDF to edit spelling and grammar. Who's PDF? Who created the PDF? Somebody created the PDF. Can you get back to the original source? If somebody is creating a PDF in Microsoft Word, for instance, and then saving it as a PDF, if you can get the Microsoft Word original content and edit it there and then save that as a PDF. So still we don't have enough detail about the circumstances around this. Let's see, not too often. Would Google Docs be a better fit? I was helping my friend with a science journal paper. How did your friend create the document? If they created it in Microsoft Word, for instance, it'd be far better for you to get the Microsoft Word document and do your editing there.
Martin Hogg said Photopea is good.
But it depends upon what you're doing, what the specifics are of it. We need to get more precisely about what's being done. Drag a PDF over the Word shortcut that is on the desktop. Now that can convert, yeah, you can convert it into Word, but it's not going to be a perfect conversion. So it depends upon what the document is. If it is a document that was created in Word and then saved as a PDF, it's very possible that dragging that PDF onto Word or opening it into Microsoft Word will convert it to a Word editable document, and then you can save it later. Hey, Doug, I'm wondering if Microsoft Edge, because of PDF Reader, I believe it has tools for editing. Some editing, yes. Not as much as what she's asking for. And I don't know specifically how far Microsoft Edge will go, but it's mostly a reader. So I think it's probably going to be able to do about as much as Adobe Acrobat Reader can do. Yeah, so I'm not going to go further on that. Okay, So I'm going to move on to another topic because I don't have enough yet from Alice. Maybe you'd like to send me an email and give me more information about the details behind that, or maybe we've answered your question at this point. I'm going to move on. Let's see this. I got an email from Larry, and I'm not going to bring that up on screen because it's a little bit difficult to, all it is the subject line. SFC/scannow fix with Windows Update yesterday. And I'm going to add to that. Let's see, I'm going to highlight across all of this and then Control C. And then I'm adding to that question, well, did it also fix the Windows Update cleanup files issue with the Windows 11 update? I'm going to Control C that, and I'm just going to do a Google search on those two. So Windows key V for clipboard history, starting with this one, and the AI response in Google says, yes, the 4384 update fixes System File Checker Scannow corrupt file errors. This one, I recognize that number as one that Carey Holzman demonstrated yesterday that his computer he's working on was failing to install that update. If I recall that right, the tool scans the drive for corrupted files, attempts to repair or replace them. However, 24H2 update to Windows 11 was plagued by the file scanner bug that caused errors and prevented the tool from correcting itself. And there was something further that told more about this, that it has to do with, and I think most of us probably knew this by now, that it had to do with the change of how Windows was doing updates. And I thought that extra explanation was in here, but it's not. That it's keeping some of the update content for use in future updates in order to make the updates work quicker. So that's a confirmation. Now then, Windows key V and do the most recent about did it also fix the cleanup files issue? And the AI says, according to, did I do the right one there? The update issue. According to recent Microsoft, yes, the issue where Windows update cleanup reports incorrect. No, that's not the one I wanted to do. I thought I did these backwards. Surface. Oh yeah, it is. Is it saying both of them now? I thought when I did this earlier it said no. That's not fixed. Yes, the issue where update incorrectly reports large amount of space available to clean up was addressed by updates released. That 4384 again. Yesterday's update should have fixed the problem for more users. Large amount of space available to clean up. Windows update cleanup. Let's see. Looks like that has changed since the last time that I searched that, because isn't that both of those issues now? Yeah. The system file checker fixed and this one fixed. When I previously checked on them, they were not both fixed. I think I've said that right, the way that was listed. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's do an ad break. Looking at Baby Beast, see if it comes up with an ad break. See if it's up. Now click live there. Come on, click live. Oh, when it went to the ad, it's no longer live. That's interesting. Okay, but it did get an ad. Then moving on to Pineapple Road. Just do the Pineapple Road. Yeah, I've got more information from Pineapple Road. I've got in parentheses Martin Hogg, because I received an email from Martin Hogg this morning offering to help Pineapple Road. However, and I'm not going to bring that. Well, let's see. This is Martin Hogg. Yeah, I can bring this up because it does not expose content, anything personally identifiable other than his name, but he's already given us his name. So from Martin Hogg, it says, just curious if Pineapple Road got his UK router issue fixed. If not, as an British telecom engineer and thoroughly familiar with UK kit, OpenReach, ONTs, NT5C, etc., be willing to assist him. I'm not convinced that it is a router issue. I don't think it's a router issue at all, but Pineapple Road, Martin Hogg has offered that. Now, if you're interested in taking him up on that, I will forward each of your emails to each other so that you can then communicate with each other if you so desire. But Pineapple Road, you need to give me an okay for that before I will send that to you. Now then, I have 2 emails from Pineapple Road and some more video content. So we're going to be on this for a little while. No, don't take that wrong, Pineapple Road.
Martin Hogg said the car was in the garage because the engine would not start.
Well, isn't that what I was saying? The car was in, yeah. So she would say what she says goes. So yeah, that sounds like what I thought the joke was. The car was in the garage because the engine would not start. Yeah, that's what I said, right? I think that's exactly, I think I had it right. All right, I'm going to go back and look at that because I got to know. When I'm in the garage arguing with them, say, look here, my car, what I say, go. Mechanic worker says, okay, Mrs., say engine. So he's asking her to say engine so that the engine will go. So I got the joke right. I just didn't laugh out loud. I know there's some more conversation in there about the PDF issue. Oh, the document needed to be in original PDF form with edits being made through PDF just for future reference. I was wondering if there was anything good as Adobe for form filling. Well, Adobe Acrobat Reader will do form filling, but that's not the editing that you're asking for. If you read it, now, I haven't seen here whether the original creator is using Microsoft Word or not. Yeah. The Science Journal paper, I doubt that the friend is actually creating that in Adobe Acrobat Professional, right? Wouldn't they be doing that in a word processing program? So I haven't seen an answer about where it's actually being created. All right, moving on. Let's get on to Pineapple Road. So I was trying to get to. I need to stick on that subject, but I diverted before I started with it. So 2 emails and some videos. So we're going to be on this for a little while. Let's get a new subject here. So this is Pineapple Road, first of 2 emails. I had already tried it on 2 other devices. I've had the same issue on those devices. Now, as a reminder what the issue is that when he uploads his or synchronizes his content to the cloud storage service that he's using, the upload speed is varying a lot. It's showing upload performance and then it goes down to 0, then it goes back up. I have an opinion at this point, what I want to suggest, but I'm going to show what he's given us first. Let's make sure that I'm not exposing something else here. No, come back to this. I'm going to zoom this in a little bit and then readjust the position. Okay, here is a screen recording from a laptop. The other day we were talking about a tablet, not a laptop, where I am also having the issue. So we know it's multiple devices. I made sure to show what the settings app reports the Wi-Fi link speed to be, and I made sure to cover up the Wi-Fi network name. I also show copying some files from a NAS to a folder that is set up to automatically synchronize with the cloud service. So when that synchronization is happening is where the symptom is visible. But copying back and forth over Wi-Fi between computers is working fine. It's fast and it is stable. So I don't think there's a problem with the Wi-Fi connection. Before showing the software attempting to upload those files. The NAS only has a gigabit network connection and the files are being read from a single hard disk drive, spinning hard disk drive. So the transfer from the NAS isn't a true representation of the Wi-Fi link speed. He's saying his Wi-Fi is faster than what we're seeing here. That's okay. It's stable. That's the thing that he's showing us. So there's this video to see. Now, before I get to that video, bad Doug. Don't explain that to anybody. Now go on to this video. To this email. Can't even get my words straight. Come on, Doug. Let's see. I'm gonna take another shot at repositioning this. Yeah. So I closed my bar on the side. I'm gonna take another look and see what's at the bottom of this one. Yeah, that's clear. I'm trying to get better, people. I promise you. Answers to some of the questions you asked. So this is a subsequent email. I first started having this issue when I was on a paid plan for that cloud storage service. It was almost like it started happening overnight. So this implies that it was working okay in the past, and then this problem started happening. In the screen recordings, my account is on a free plan. It's a 50 gigabyte plan, so indicating he can only have 50 gigabytes of content stored. As I have stopped using it because of this issue. Now, I think this is a little bit mixed up in sentences here. I have stopped using it. He's still using the cloud service. I think he's stopped using the paid plan, is what he's telling us here. One of the features this particular service offers, even on the free plan, is zero-knowledge encryption. They do not hold encryption keys, unlike services such as OneDrive, Google, etc., where they hold the keys and they can look at your files without your knowledge. I want to stop you right there. I fully disagree with that. I think you are wrong in what your conclusion is about that. They may be advertising, and it is, I think it is it's a sales presentation. This is zero knowledge encryption, where the encryption keys stay on your computer, never gets to them. But that does not mean they do not have access or cannot access your content. That does not mean they cannot provide your content through to law enforcement agencies. I read the user service policy of this site. What was that called? Whatever that cloud service is called. I read their service agreement. They reserve the right to evaluate your content, to remove it if it's illegal. They inform you that they will provide your files to law enforcement. So this zero knowledge encryption, I think, is PR BS. That does not mean you are as private and safe from their eyes as you think you are. And then also this thing about that you imply that Microsoft and Google can look at files without your knowledge. You make it sound like any employee can just on a whim during their coffee break go look at your files. No, there are very tight security policies in place to prevent somebody from doing that. They have to have, there's hoops to jump through. I think it's very objectionable to put a statement like that out there. So I'm totally pushing back for that. Please don't be upset with me, and I hope that doesn't ruin your day. But no, the upload does indeed complete successfully if I let it complete. The video files I used in the screen recordings are files I am using just to demonstrate the issue. Here is a screen recording showing copying one of the video files across from the NAS to the tablet's internal storage. Okay, across the NAS to the tablet's internal storage. This was recorded prior to me switching to the laptop. I was using the electronic pin to select things, and I accidentally opened one of the video files. I managed to close it just before it began to play. So we see that little glitch. That's not anything to worry about. So there are two videos to look at here. I'm going to go first to the one that he sent earlier. And I'm going to try to skim through these a little bit because they are longer than I'm willing to play all the way through. And I actually have them opened up already in a tab. Now he uploaded these both of these to YouTube, and I'm playing them from YouTube. So that means he's also had experience uploading to YouTube. I'm assuming that he's not seeing similar performance issues with the upload to YouTube. So here's the first one, mega upload issue follow-up, laptop screen recording. Let's see, I'm going to take that off for a moment and go look and see if there's something. No, there's no description. There's nothing in there. This is an unlisted video, and there's no audio, so I'm not even going to unmute it. Now, pause here. The white boxes are to make sure the Wi-Fi network name is not visible. Oops, it didn't pause. Did it? No, it didn't pause. Coming back. So I want to point out that he is on 5G, and I speculated that that might be a part of the problem. No, not part of the problem, because he's able to transfer back and forth between computers just fine using 5G, so that is not the source of the trouble. I do have a theory as to what the source of the trouble is. Now letting this go on. So here he's going to the NAS. He's going to select a file. This GoPro Hero video. He selects, I think, 2 of them from here. Yes. And then I think he copies. Yeah, he clicked the copy icon. Thank you for doing that so we can see what you're doing. Then he clicks the paste icon. And then we see here that he's getting 112 megabytes per second. Let's see, I want to practice that. Yeah, because that's cool. So that looks to be about a gigabit. If you multiply that by 8, that's approaching gigabit speed. 8 bits to a byte. So that is going to continue running. I'm going to look forward ahead on here. So there's where I see the graphic get to the end. And I didn't see him doing any other text on screen. And then he goes to the mega, look at the mega transfer, because as soon as he copies that to the mega folder, it starts trying to synchronize with the online service. And up here is where you're going to be seeing the numbers go down to 0 and be very inconsistent. That white circle doesn't last very long. 0 bytes. Okay. And the syncing is just continuing because it's synchronizing for the whole thing. I do have a theory as to what is happening there. And this theory would explain why it's happening on the paid version and the free version. He was using the paid version. When the paid version started encountering this problem, he dropped the paid version because he's figuring he's not getting as good a results, is my deduction. So I'm going to scan through this to see if there's any other text that he puts on screen rather than watching the whole thing through. No other text, so I'm going to click towards the end. And we don't see this end. He doesn't give us the video all the way to the end, but that's okay. He told us that it does eventually get all the way through, and that's fine. We'll take his report on that. So here's a file from the NAS to the tablet, just copying the file. And this one, he's starting on the NAS. Here you see him highlighting network. So he's pulling this from the NAS. That's where he accidentally opened it and then got out of it real quick. So we didn't see what he had. And then he's going to, I think, his local videos folder in the mega folder. So he's going to the mega folder. This is the one that is going to synchronize with the cloud service. And we see here that looks like about 400 megabits per second. If you multiply bytes by 8, somewhere around 400, and this number goes up higher, well above. So that's what we're seeing there. I'm going to float across here to see the thumbnails and watch. I don't think he puts any text on the screen here. And we can get to the end of it. I'm going to click on the end and we'll see that this works. So copying between devices over the Wi-Fi is working just fine. Now, Doug, what is it that you think is the answer to this? I think what's going on is the communications between the cloud service. When the way that a file transfer happens to a cloud service, and this is YouTube, this is anything where, particularly with video, is the packets will send packets to the service, and the service will respond with packets that indicate how much it's willing to receive. So it gives the destination a way to throttle how much you're sending to them. When you're sending content to them, they can throttle that so that you're not overwhelming them. They'll have some kind of a queue or buffer that they can hold your content. Now, this problem seemed to happen overnight for him, he told us, when he was on the paid version. My theory is that they got to a point where they were a little bit overwhelmed, and this cloud service is probably trying to add to their infrastructure so that they can better service their customers. It may be that they need to add more equipment so that they can accommodate the demand that's coming into them. Now, I don't know. I can't prove that that's the problem. If this issue eventually goes away, while he's on the free service, then that would imply that they did indeed add enough capacity, or they reduced somehow the amount of demand. They may have a handful of customers that are just overwhelming them with content. So that's what I think is going on here. I think it's out of his control, but we don't know that for sure until we see the results. Okay, I'm going to hit an ad break. This channel is all about troubleshooting issues. That's what I'm really wanting to focus on. Let's see. Yeah, Baby Beast is showing an ad. I'm not going to try to read through all of these right now. Yeah, Mega. I forget the name Mega once in a while. I don't see anything hitting me in orange. I haven't heard a SpeakerBot for a while, and I'm just going to test SpeakerBot to be sure that it is working.
Yes, affirmative.
Yeah, I heard it, but I didn't monitor. I got to monitor my audio indicator.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, I see that you are hearing that. All right, now I'll move on to my next topic. 9:31. I'm over time already. That was Pineapple Road. I'm doing some troubleshooting on the issue that is shown up on Carey Holzman's show, where they themselves have experienced browser crashes. I have been able to reproduce that symptom on demand, I think, a couple of times. I've got recordings of it. I'm very interested. I don't think it's anything that's his responsibility. I think it will happen on any live stream. Today, I'm intending to test that on other live streams. I suspect this is a Chromium issue because it's happened on a variety of different Chromium-based browsers. But I think I'm at a point where I can make the symptom appear on demand.
Read chat, please.
So I'm not going to go into it now because I'm out of time. I'll probably deal with that. That'll probably be a topic on tomorrow's show, to show my troubleshooting on that. Again, it's nothing Carey can handle from his side. I think my bottom line is I think it is a Chromium issue, not a YouTube issue, but don't know that for sure yet. So this is the kind of thing that intrigues me, is troubleshooting, even if I don't really stand a chance at fixing it. I do think there is a way to circumvent the symptom, prevent the symptom from occurring. Martin Keith says, look at Martin Hogg's comment. Would the command ping help identify variants of packets transfer rate? No, it wouldn't, because it would be the application, the storage application on the cloud storage side that is responding with the packet slow down. The ping command would not respond with, hey, slow down. Now, the way to really find that is to use, oh, come on. What's that tool that we use to inspect packets? I know that really well. I know the name of it. Somebody's going to give it to me in chat real soon. The Wireshark. Thank you, Wintermute. Yeah, Wireshark. You can see the packet, the content of the packets coming back from the cloud service, and you would be able to see there where it's telling you to send less data. So that's when you'll see the speed of your upload go down to 0. Traceroute, no, that wouldn't do it, because that's going to show what IP addresses the communication goes through. That's not going to show that return packet from the destination that tells you to slow down, slow your roll. You are overwhelming me. I'm beat. I'm tired. I'm overworked. Give me a break. Stop. Just stop already. Okay. Yeah, Doug, I think you got your point across. Here's another ad break. I need to end this, let go. I will read through your other comments later, and if there's something I want to add to the topic that you've given me some aha revelation, I'll probably comment about that tomorrow. I'm showing 0 dropped frames. Alice, you are welcome. And thank you for continuing with bringing the content by asking your questions. I appreciate that very, very much. Okay. I do have a redirect set up for Carey Holzman's show. Oh, he's building a computer today. I believe it's a build for a viewer that has actually asked for this particular build with these particular parts. He mentioned that in yesterday's show. And let's see, elegant and sustainable PC build, fractal design, focus G. So let's go hit a couple buttons. I will see you later. I'm planning to have the regular show tomorrow. I think I'm going to take Monday off from the show. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.